trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. And how about we check the numbers for Andrew Wiggins?
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Green, and it's Santos in at the small forward. And for the Heat, Mitchell is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's Gardner in at the 3 slot. Only a small part of the season behind us, RJ, but an exciting time for teams that...
Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And this is what the schedule looks like for Miami. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
And for that game against Indiana, I'm sure they've been waiting for that one, and they're eager to see how they measure up against a quality opponent.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Santos in at the 3. And for Miami, they've got Tim Hardaway. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Adebayo in at the center position. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. Well, you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
Adebayo trying to involve his teammates, but he is an impressive passer for his position.
Curry with it, guarded by Adebayo. Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. On the topic of Curry, Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Brian, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Yeah, that shot almost feels like a layup for Steph at this point in his career.
Adebayo finds Hardaway. Outside for Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup falls.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Pass to Santos. Now here's Green. The kick out. Curry. Here's Santos. Back to Curry for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, defending Curry before he catches the ball is so important. He's got such a quick release.
And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3, then strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
The shot by Pajemski, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Wiggins. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Porzingis. That shot off the mark. Green with the defensive effort.
What a cold start. They need a different approach here.
Here's Pajemski. Rebound Miami.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
Green finds Curry. Launches it. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Antetokounmpo. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
Now here's Mitchell. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Heat. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They didn't give up a single victory to this team last regular season, which went according to script.
Porzingis misses. And Wiggins has got the ball here for Miami. 6-point lead. The kick out to Adebayo. Antetokounmpo surveys. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now here's Pajemski. No points so far. Drops in the 3.
There's such an easy flick of the wrist for Porzingis. He makes it look like a 10-footer when he hits the corner 3.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds.
Yeah, B.A. The one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You take a look at the Warriors. They're in 8th place with plenty of games to be played.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they're sort of where we expected them to be at this point. A tough opponent, but not a team that you fear.
And this is just about where I thought they'd be. The truth is, to get to the next level for this team, they're probably have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a
plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And over the last 10 games, these are the league's best rebounding squads. Miami in 2nd.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
And Melton drops them both. Heat leading by 4. From downtown, Horford pulls it in. The Warriors have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Pass to Melton. Outside Payton. Adebayo against Horford. Shot clock at 6. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
Adebayo against Horford. Here's Yakichonis. Adebayo, a screen on Curry. Back to Adebayo. Ooh, rejected by Horford. And that'll be Miami's ball as it goes out of bounds. Heat able to keep the possession. 29 seconds left to play in the first. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Heat making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. Miami's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. And then Portis with the dunk.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
We've got Yakichonis. And it's Jovic in at the power forward spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 5.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Pass to Portis. Here's Larson. Fires for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, the savvy of Horford on display. Just tremendous passing as a big.
Three-pointer Yakichonis. Miami, no good that time either.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Heat trail by 7. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the finish.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And the Warriors making a switch here. Miami shooting their first free throw of the night here. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Santos, good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Heat. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Curry finds Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor, putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami. And Golden State also making a switch. Green is checked in. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Well, I'll take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Back to you.
Okay. Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Fast break. Here we go. Mitchell, good.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Portis with a screen on Green. Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Warriors leading. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Santos. Pounded by Wiggins. Over to the wing. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And with Hardaway, he has no fear on the court. To him, there's no defender he can't take on. No shot he can't make.
Adebayo's checked in for Portis. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Miami has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Wiggins for 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got assist number 5 here tonight. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Payton's checked in for Santos. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at Miami. Here in the early going, they're in 8th place.
Well, I think for Miami, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league. Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Wiggins from long range, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And the way that game went, no surprise it went into overtime. And man, did this team fight hard to snatch that W.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
His jump shots improve every season. Antetokounmpo's got a great rhythm on his quick release shots.
Curry buries the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's foul number 2 for him. And 1:01 left in the second. Antetokounmpo against Green. The 3.
The three-point attack hasn't been as effective as it was in the first quarter. It's kept them from padding the lead.
Outside Payton. Green, the pass to Porzingis. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Miami leading by 4. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Curry. Over Hardaway. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And we've seen this so many times. A hot start by Curry. And once he gets rolling like this, there's not much the defense can do.
Number 8,
7 seconds left in the second quarter. It's stolen by Green. Good if it goes. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Heat. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. Over at Spectrum Center, the Hornets will face off against the Nets. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
You like how he's attacking on the interior, going after those high-quality looks. I mean, they tried to hassle him defensively, but to no avail.
Yeah, many of his points came in heavy traffic, something he better get used to. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And the Warriors with possession here, trailing by 2. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Green. And it's Santos in at the 3 spot. Takes one from 10 feet, and it's Mitchell. The miss. Golden State has gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. Porzingis misses. Well, the Heat's shooting the rock at 58%. Wiggins for 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 6 assists now in the game. Warriors trail by 3. About a minute played here in the second half. Outside Podziemski. The 3 is up. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. To the inside, Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Andrew Wiggins.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And when you're defending transition, you better make sure you know where Steph Curry is, or he will light you up.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Hardaway. He has 7. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Hardaway with a screen on Green. Antetokounmpo for 3. Santos pulls it in. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Wiggins with it. Now Podziemski defending. Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Well, Wiggins that time showing you a different dimension to his inside game, and that presents a challenge for the defense.
And a chance here to check out this season's top free throw shooters. Stephen Curry, number 1.
And you can't afford to foul this guy. If you send him to the line, he takes great pride in converting from there. The league leader in free throw percentage.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Yeah, that's on the defense there. Now, you can't let Wiggins get this kind of positioning inside.
Pass to Santos. Outside, Green. And here's Curry. Here's Podziemski. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Podziemski's got 5 points now this quarter. Tim, lots of great players in this league, including some who come off the bench. All right, who do you think is the best 6th man?
Well, I think I would look in Boston at Peyton Pritchard. He is a guy who has improved every year in this league, and he seems to relish that opportunity to come into the game and energize his team, particularly at home.
You can always tell the great 6 men, those who come off the bench, but those who finish games.
Yeah, and you've got to be ready as soon as you check in to make your impact.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Hardaway, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hardaway's got 9 points. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
The 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They know they need to change things up and do it quickly. They cannot allow him to keep running wild.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Bassey comes in for Porzingis. And it's Melton in for Podziemski. Back to Adebayo. Inside. Outside for Mitchell. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Green.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Miami has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Wiggins. The Warriors pull it in. And it's Green missing.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break. And he flubs it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
Now at the line.
What's up? That one's good from Hardaway. Portis, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. The Heat have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Mitchell, the pass to Hardaway. With some arc, it's not going to go for him. Golden State has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. They're running. Outside Mitchell. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And the Heat with some changes. Larson's checked in for Hardaway. And Yakachonis subbed in for Mitchell. And here are the Heat now. Pass to Yakachonis. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Curry. And too long on the shot. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. Bassi. And that one is stuffed right through. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Pass to Larson. There's the three. Bassi pulls it in.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
And I'll tell you, we see Curry working on his balance all the time. Well, I'll tell you what, it paid off on that challenging play.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. That free throw misses. Miami making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. And the second free throw is good. The Warriors leading. Here's Curry. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, there's no debate that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time, but I also think he deserves to be in the conversation when you talk about the greatest ball handlers this league has seen.
These are his first free throws of the game.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Good on both.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Horford with the block. Up and in on the layup. He has 7.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And again, no good by Miami. Curry looking it over. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust each other these last minutes, okay? Work for a great shot. Don't settle.
Preaching teamwork. Eric Spoelstra trying to bring this unit together down the stretch.
Yeah, play unselfishly, make the extra pass, force the defense to have to work hard to try and stop him.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Bobby Portis out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Yakatonis, and it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
And you can just see their confidence is growing.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession. They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Knocked loose and stolen by Melton. Jumps up, throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami. And Golden State also making a switch. Green is checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Here's Horford. Rebound Miami. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Explosion! Giannis!
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Pass to Curry. Melton outside. To the middle. Here's Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Yeah, how many times has Horford scored at the pick and roll? I mean, millions throughout his career.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Fires the three. The rebound by Melton.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second. And now he has picked up his 5th foul. He knows he's going to be targeted. They're going to have to protect him somehow.
Wiggins finds Adebayo. The Warriors pull it in. On the wing, Payton. Hounded by Wiggins. Here's Horford. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Assisted by Gary Payton II.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell. Antetokounmpo for 3. Yes, sir! Giannis showing the range.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Wiggins. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Santos comes in for Payton. And Podziemski subbed in for Melton. Here's Adebayo. Bam! He gets it to go at the rim.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Porzingis fires. And the 3 misses. The Heat have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Cash from downtown.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Now Porzingis for 3. A deep one from the Unicorn.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Outside Hardaway. He launches. The 3 is in.
And Hardaway Jr. is used to being in these spots. He doesn't back down from taking important moments. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. No good from 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Curry from downtown. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Payton with a steal. Podziemski with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis putting the size to work.
And it's Porzingis at 7-3, a monster to go to late in the game.
Giannis. Oh, missed on the tray. Golden State has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. Antetokounmpo. And he powers
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Curry! And he nails it!
He is just a natural-born leader. This team counts on Curry to take over in exactly these spots.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Well, they're in a tough spot now. They need points and stops.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throw.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there.
That was big lead. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he does get the second one. And that'll put him up 2. Now Antetokounmpo. Can they tie it? And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, time for our player of the game, Stephen Curry.